Seeing Red is brilliant. This is the 14th episode of the 12th season of CSI, and there won't be spoilers regarding who was responsible for the crime, but there will be some mentions of things that I found to be really interesting, things that I really enjoyed. So this starts off with a pretty brilliantly executed car crash. It's fantastically done, and this victim, called Wes, is taken to hospital and his shirt is covered in blood. He also has a gunshot wound to the head, and the whole episode is about working out who the blood belongs to. And I will say I worked out something. It didn't work out how it happened, but I did work out something, which is very, very unusual for me with CSI. So with a spoiler warning, I will mention that at the end, but for now this will be, well, relatively spoiler-free, but as I said, I'll mention a few things that I really liked. Wes, as a character, he's played by Jesse McCartney, we get to know a little bit about, but not much, because he's actually got short-term memory loss as a result of what has happened. And they have to try and piece together who the other blood belongs to. And there are some matches, because some of the people are already in the system, but there's also some unknown blood on Wes's shirt, and I was desperate to find out who was responsible, who shot Wes, and ultimately how you end up with 3 other people's blood on your shirt, because that's quite a mystery. And we also get a new character, and this is a character called Finn. She's actually called Julie Finlay, but she likes to be called Finn, not Jules, as Russell called her. And we don't know that much about her, but we learn that she has a history with Russell. And I'm assuming we'll find out more as the episodes go on. So I'm looking forward to that, if she's in it. I'm assuming they haven't just brought her in for one episode. Maybe they have, I don't know. But certainly she was quite interesting in this episode because she is very good at cases involving blood. And she does this reenactment, and I can't tell you too much about the reenactment without spoiling things that we learn, but she reenacts a scene of something that she thinks has happened in a certain way, and it is beautiful. It is fabulously done, and she uses different coloured paints for what she thinks would be the different victims' blood, and it just looks absolutely amazing. It's so, so well done. And she's a really interesting character, so I hope we do get to see more of her. And her role in this, of course, was really crucial. And I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fascinating story, very well executed, with a lot of great look at blood spatter, and everything was really enjoyable. So I will now, with a spoiler, say what I worked out quite early on. I did not work out what had happened, or how Wes managed to have 3 other people's blood on his shirt, but I did work out something, or I had a strong suspicion. So this is definitely a spoiler. And what I worked out is that Wes wasn't completely innocent, because he was being treated really just like the victim. At no point did they really suspect or show that they suspected that he was also maybe perhaps a criminal in this activity, and that made me suspicious. But again, I didn't work out how, I didn't have any of the details, but certainly that was something that I thought quite strongly, and I'm glad at least that I was right to some degree. But definitely I didn't work out the full thing, and I rather enjoyed it. Seeing Red is a brilliant episode, really fascinating, one that I definitely enjoyed.